Hey guys, it is Carrie and Katarina's over here as well. And we're just out doing a little shakedown run, if you will, for some upcoming trips. We got some new electronics in here that we're testing out. We'll make sure that everything's working right. We're working with the Set Power DT45 fridge. This thing has been great. It works really well. Been very happy with that. That is a dual zone refrigerator if you're looking for something like that. We've got the new Sunster diesel heater we're going to be trying out here, but those will all be separate videos. There's something that I'm going to show you today that is kind of a upgrade from a product that I've had for a while. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Now, you've probably seen me use this guy on several occasions. I keep this with me all the time. This is the Stoke Voltaics Joulle. It's an electric kettle. So it's got standard AC power going into this thing. It's going to pull about 500 watts, and it has drink, eat, and pop mode, and a switch. Pretty simple. And for the most part, this has worked really well for me. The problem is that this design, this is the original one, it's supposed to have an automatic boil detection, and when it starts boiling, when it's on drink, if it's on drink and it starts boiling, it's supposed to turn off. And it does. If you're like at a very, a pretty low altitude, if you're at 10,000 feet, it doesn't work. And even at my house, where I'm almost 6,000 feet, it just never turns off. And that's not really been a showstopper. I wait for it to boil and I turn it off. It's just not that big of a deal. However, what they did is they've upgraded it. So this is the new one. It looks exactly the same other than the Neoprene cover on it, but the electronics look the same, the cap looks the same, all that looks the same. It just has some more colorful color on it, so you can kind of tell the difference. This one is supposed to work at higher altitudes, and it does. However, we're not going to be making any hot foods or hot drinks tonight. We're going to do something a little bit different with this one. So let's get started. I mentioned that this has 3 settings on it: drink, eat, and pop. Well, drink is pretty obvious. It's going to boil water so that you can make coffee, hot chocolate, whatever, or if you want to boil water for some dehydrated meals like Mountain House meals or whatever, just put it on drink. For eat, that's going to be it's not going to turn off when it starts boiling. So if you've got a stew in here or soup or something, and you just want it to boil for as long as possible, put it on eat, and it's not going to turn off. Pop, well, that's a little different of a mode. And what that's for is popcorn. So it is movie night here at camp. Katarina's setting up some chairs and the iPad and stuff, and I'm going to make some popcorn. Now, if we look at the lid here, the lid has one small section here and a large section. So if we put the oil in here, that's going to measure out the proper amount of oil, and we put the popcorn kernels over here, that's going to measure out the proper amount of kernels. Pretty handy, actually. So I'm going to pull out, there it is. So the Joulle comes with this little metal stirrer, and I'm going to go ahead, get her plugged in. Light comes on, make sure I'm on pop mode, and get my kernels ready. Pour those in, get my oil ready. All right, well, Katarina's already ready for me over there. I just need to get the popcorn finished. Lucas even has his own chair over there. So put this stuff away for now. And with our little stirrer, it goes right in the top hole. We're just going to stir it every once in a while. Now, you can also get a French press kit for this. So it goes right in the same hole like that. I should check and see if I have some bowls in here. Well, I just checked it, and on the spot mode, it's pulling about 220 watts right now. So not as much as I thought. I thought it was going to actually pull a lot more. So we're up to about 150, 160. So not a huge amount of power, but you know, if you don't have enough battery for that, this may not be the right thing for you. So we'll just keep going. I think I hear that oil starting to boil in there. We should start getting some popping any second now. One little one. Okay, it's been a couple minutes and I'm starting to get some popping in here. Hopefully we'll get some serious action going in just a moment. Well, we're definitely getting some popping action going now. I'll say this probably isn't the fastest way that you could make popcorn out on a trail, but it is convenient because you're not bringing anything that you wouldn't already have. You've got your kettle, you've got your little stirrer that comes with it. All you need is some oil, which usually we have with us, and some popcorn. Okay, that's something we don't usually carry, but we'll see. But to have a little movie night here on the iPad and here at camp, this may be a good solution for you. All right, and there we have it. We've got our popcorn for the night. Time to go watch something really good on the iPad.
This trip ended up testing everything. My Jeep, the camper, and me. We followed an incredible Moab route with legendary campsites, but the trail turned brutal. The camper gave out, off-road legends jumped in, and this became our first overland guide, so that you can hit all of the highlights and avoid my mistakes.
Crunchy? As you like it? What is your manners?